Hey everybody, Damien Drager, 4D Exterior Escapes. We are here in Pewaukee, Wisconsin, where we are working on, seeing that up, there we go, a little bit better. It's Pondless Waterfall we've been on. Today is day 7. It's been a hot one, so kind of planned on taking care of some of that, I don't want to call it the putsy stuff, but we hooked up the autofill. We got the pump all set up. We got the two 12-inch spillways set up. We started prepping for the excavation for the electrical line that's going to go in. We put valve boxes over the two ball valves for the 12-inch spillways. Put a couple stones in, but nothing really worth getting all excited about. Obviously, every day we're on site, we're one day closer to completing. Just to give you some idea how hot it was, cell phone shut down because it overheated, camera shut down because it overheated, and then also, right, I just checked the temperature. We got actual temperature in 91, 55% humidity, and heat index anywhere between 102 and 108. Fat bald guy is getting his butt kicked.
Must have air.
Hey everybody, Damien Drager, 4D Exterior Escapes. We are here in Pewaukee, Wisconsin, just west of Milwaukee, and we have just completed the installation of this Pondless waterfall system. Show you here what they used to have. They did have a water feature over here, and you can see it's a concrete one. Water drops out of there, pools down, drops, and then goes to this like concrete stream where it went into a pondless basin. We removed that pondless basin. We are going to leave the structure only because the cost to renovate or excavate that would have been a little bit let's see, the juice wouldn't be worth the squeeze, if that makes sense. So what they're going to do is they're going to leave it drained and create a planting area out of it, like with you can see, I think those are geraniums that are hanging out there, but they can plant whatever they want in there. It'll be a nice focal point, I think, but the big draw right now is going to be what we threw in here. So before we arrived, they had this existing, what we call land and outcrop wall that ran all the way across the back of the property. So we decided to incorporate that. We blew through the middle of it here, utilized some of the existing stones, brought in some additional ones, and created this. We've got about 7,000 to 8,000 gallons per hour coming through. I'm a big fan of putting a biofalls on our Pondless waterfall systems. So because of the flow, we decided to put on a Aquascape 6000 biofalls on this. This here comes out on this nice large stone to begin with. Drops down through some stair stepping, gets a really good sound coming off of that. Meanders through this little stream before hitting another waterfall where we've got kind of split. On the right you can see there's a nice sheet. Get the fat finger in there. And we got a little bit of a curl coming down and landing on that middle rock before this deeper pool, which gives a different sound, and then all centralized into here. The other thing, which if you're not looking you may not really notice, is we've got this little spot here. We put in an Aquascape 12-inch spillway there, and then we also installed one up in this little hole right there. So that's not quite as dramatic as we had expected, but it's still, you can see the water coming out through there. I think the slow-moving stream we got going on here will be great to attract some more birds and nature. It's a great view. One of the things that we always talk about when we're designing a feature is what's the view like from everywhere. You know, you don't just want one spot that's going to be it. So over this shoulder here, we've got the dining room, living room, and a bedroom over there. Typical layout for a lot of houses in this area. And you can see where the other feature was. If I'm at the dining room, you might have seen a little bit coming off there, maybe a little bit there. From the living room, you really don't see much, maybe one waterfall coming off there. From the bedroom, you're not going to see it, and you're more than likely not going to hear it, because the further away you get, the lesser the sound is, and all the shrubbery probably deaden that up. However, if you look at what we've done here, from the dining room and this table patio chairs here, you've got all the waterfalls visible. If I come up here to the living room, standing right in front of that middle window, you can see bottom fall, second fall, and a little bit of that top one right up there. You can still hear it everywhere. Where the bedroom is, and actually there's a sunroom over here, you can see the last waterfall, you can see the stream a little bit. You do obviously lose the original falls up there, but it's a view you didn't have anywhere else. And with the variable speed controller that we have on this, I'm sure they're going to play around with it a little bit, and things are going to look even better over time. When we talk about waterfalls, we mentioned everybody that each waterfall is going to have its own sound, and there's a lot of factors that play into it, but you can hear right here how this waterfall has a little bit of a deeper bellow to it, I guess would be the way that I would phrase it, because we've got that little bit of a deep pool down here, so the water that's crashing down is hitting a lot of water. But then when we back up over here and listen to this middle falls, even just this little one over here, you hear that higher pitched, I don't want to say almost tinny sound, because it's a lot of water coming down and splashing onto another rock. And then here we get a little bit more of that bellow sound. And if we move over to the left here, we get that little bit of a tinny sound because it's landing rock on the rock and a little bit shallower water. Thank you for following along. Appreciate you. And do me a favor, please like, comment, follow, subscribe, or share, and tell your friends about us. It's a great season. It's a great season going on so far. And as we come up towards the end of it, we'd like to finish strong. So if there's anybody out there that you know that wants or just realize that they need a water feature, 4D Exteriourscapes, mostly southeastern Wisconsin, definitely the state of Wisconsin, but we do also travel well. So hope you have a great day. Appreciate you.